Hi guys, it's Lori and Keith from Home Right. We just finished week 4 of the Pantry Challenge, so we want to give you guys an update on how we did for the Pantry Challenge. So for the hashtag 3 Rivers Pantry Challenge, our rules in our household is spend $100 or less for the month of January and spend $100 or less for the month of February. So how do we do?
Actually, we did really good.
Yeah.
But I like the rules. We had to have the rules. Without the rules, we couldn't make this work simply because of, number one thing is dairy. We don't have access to that. So we had to go to the grocery store for that. But.
Okay, so let's break down each one of the weeks that we did, okay? So week 1, we spent $3 at the grocery store. Week 2, we spent $36.20 at the grocery store. Week 3, we actually spent $0. And then we just finished week 4 and we spent $22.28, which makes a total of,
I gotta use glasses. $61.48.
so we hit our goal. We were way under budget, $61.48. Now, how did we do that? The only way that we were able to do this is we stuck to lists. We talked to each other, because honestly, we probably would not have been able to do this if we both weren't doing this together. Because if I had done this on my own, probably wouldn't have made it to
Wouldn't have worked out. No, it wouldn't have worked because we were going to the grocery store 2-3 times a week, every time. And honestly, when we were going, we were buying the same thing every single week. And it was foolish. So this was a great little challenge for getting on track, not only to try to clean out the stuff that we had in the house, but also to not spend the excess money on the same thing all the time. So
let's talk about recipes.
yes.
So we have a secret ingredient for each week,
Yep.
right?
Yes, and this week was the refrigerator door. It's all the condiments that were on that refrigerator door. It was ridiculous what we have accumulated.
Excessive amount of stuff.
And I found syrup, and so it was chicken and waffles for
We
dinner.
made chicken and waffles.
And that's a good thing.
We had soy sauce.
Egg rolls.
We made
egg rolls.
homemade
yeah,
egg
we made
rolls.
homemade egg rolls. And then what was the other thing we did? We had sriracha sauce.
Sriracha.
So we made like a sriracha mayo and put that on just a fried chicken or a grilled chicken. I forget what it was.
Grilled chicken sandwich with like a coleslaw sriracha sauce on top.
So needless to say, we cleaned it out pretty good, but there's still a bunch left.
We looked at the pantry door to figure out the food we wanted to make.
And
so we were always making something different.
Yeah, and that's what, for every week that we've been doing it, this secret ingredient concept, it's helped us because it gives us something to
try something different.
And also to think outside of the box. Because if you don't think outside of the box, you're not going to clean out your pantry. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
It's definitely, I think it's been helpful. And I think Lori already mentioned lists and planning. And you don't need to plan out for the entire week, but just take a few minutes to plan. We plan usually about 2 or 3 days. And the list at the grocery store, if we stick to that list, then I'm not going down the chip aisle. So life is good with that.
We also, even though we created a list, we prioritized the things on the list to say, do we really need it this week? Or can we wait till that possibly goes on sale? So even though the list may have 15 items, we kind of starred the ones that were the priority that we need this week. That's what just seemed to work for us.
And the non-starred items are the things like if we took out, like I just said, soy sauce. We had another, I think I have 2 more soy sauces still in the pantry. But if we were down to our last thing and it was getting low, we just put it on the list and we say, oh, when it goes on sale, get it. So to save money, because even though this is a pantry challenge, our objective is still not to wipe the house out of all of our food. We don't want to come March spend $700 or $800 or whatever it is. That makes this all useless.
Right.
So, anyways, we're pleased that $61 for January, and it was not difficult by no means. And we had plenty of food. And if I look at our fridge and our pantry still, it really doesn't look very different than when January began. So,
one more recipe we totally forgot about: the pizza.
Oh, pizza. Yeah, pizza is a staple. in our house.
Homemade pizza dough
Yeah.
was unbelievable, and I will be doing a recipe for that one.
Well, plus we also froze some.
Frozen pizza
So-
crust,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Let me talk about lessons learned. One thing I can definitely say, I broke down because we took that $61 and I kind of categorized what did we spend our money on. And it was interesting what I expected with some of it. Like, here, the glasses again, I'm getting this old thing and I got to look down, don't mind me. Dairy, I spent 47% of our $61 went to dairy. So that's milk, that's eggs, that's cheese. Okay, I anticipated it would be, high, and so it was $28.59 fell into that category. But then the one that surprised me was in vegetables and fruit, I spent 39% of our money. Now, stuff isn't cheap, I get that, but we've got a garden in the backyard. And obviously what I learned from this, we're not maxing out what it is we can do with that garden. I mean, we had the lettuces, we had the kale, we had the collards, but the more we can plan from this
To grow in our garden.
Yeah, will help us come January, February, and March of next year, because we're not going to be picking that fresh fruit most likely until April, May.
Yeah, so we're also new to canning. We did our first canning this past year, so we will also try to do more canning and preserving.
And try to
Totally
farm.
new for us, but that's our goal for 2022.
Yeah.
To kind of prep for the next year. All right, so let's talk about February planning. So all of the stuff that we've learned in January, now we need to apply for February, but we do have a couple of
Not hiccups, we got plans.
we have plans that we have to work around in February. Our son's
Yeah.
birthday is in February.
Yeah, and we're going to be gone for a weekend in February, so I think without a doubt we can make the $100 work.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in doing the Pantry Challenge, check out #3RiversChallenge. Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead is the one that kind of started this a few years ago, so if you want more information, there's a lot of information on her channel.
And if you want to see how this adventure goes for us, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you soon.